Citizens Court. Rogers faced multiple charges from 2 incidents in June, including assault, aggravated domestic assault, aggravated burglary, and probation violations. Judge Ryan J. Moore revoked Rogers' probation, sentencing him to serve his time after multiple violations, and raised his bond from $37,000 to $75,000 on his new charges, citing public safety concerns and a lengthy criminal history. The new charges were bound over to the Warren County grand jury. Testimony included graphic accounts of violence from the alleged victim, who sustained serious injuries, and details of a separate assault which was witnessed by law enforcement. Rogers' record includes prior convictions for meth possession, domestic assault, trespassing, and multiple counts of public intoxication and violation of probation. More local news and sports are just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. While you're there, be sure to follow the link at the top of the page to nominate your favorite people and businesses for Warren County's finest. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
Hello, Rhonda Walker here with Citizens Tri-County Bank. If you have mortgage needs and are looking for someone who will work hard for you, please stop by and see me. We offer conventional as well as all types of government loans, VA, FHA, and rural development. And if your work hours make it hard to visit us in person, we have a mobile app we can share with you so you can apply anytime, even nights or on the weekend. Just give us a call and we'll promptly make our mobile app available to you. We are a community bank that cares about personal relationships, and we want to get to know you, whether we do it in person or online. Member FDIC, an equal opportunity lender.
Happy Monday to you. I'm Jamie Summers with your Main Street weather forecast. The rain continues. 50% chance of rain today with a high of 86. A low of 73 tonight, and it looks like the rain's going to start tapering off. We only have a 35% chance of rain tomorrow, and by Wednesday, it looks like we could actually get some sunshine and get our lawns mowed.
It's time for Simmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello and welcome to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Also on AM 960. We're on YouTube at Main Street McMinnville, Main Street Media McMinnville. Also on the Facebook Live. In fact, if you're out there on the Facebook Live right now, hit the share button, hit the like button, and on the WBMC app. And we were also on air about 30 seconds early today. What did we miss? Did we take out a station break or something between?
No, there's a national ad that decided not to load.
National ad that didn't. I know. See, these are the things that I know. I know. Like at one point, we're sitting there right before the show's getting started. I'm trying to hit the share button, talking to Elena about our Simmons 6 or the Simmons 3 and the Roland 3. And I look up and realize that we're about to hit the time, and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
And then I had to just like feverishly get my headphones together. And
I will say something's working today.
What's that?
You got it up.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, way up. Way up.
Standing strong. Talking about his mic stand.
Yeah,
on radio,
glad.
guys.
So glad we could start right there this morning immediately. We're not even easing into the week at all. Just jump right into it.
Start strong on a Monday.
I appreciate that, man. Really fun thing. All right, well, Elena, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, we have Elena, Roland, and Swatigi with us today.
Wow, why'd you
Did
think
I
last
get
name so
it?
right?
Did I
Yeah,
get
that
it
was
right?
really good.
I don't know why. Today I was walking into the building and I was like, wonder if I could throw out Elena's last name and actually
casually.
get it right.
You did really good.
And
Now you want to try my
Swatigi.
whole name? Candace, Nora, Elena, Roland, and Swatigi?
No one's going to
Candace,
remember that.
Roland. No, I missed it already. Candace, Nora, Elena, Roland, and Swatigi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Man, my memorization skills.
Really good.
Yep.
You're
Uh-huh.
on it. It's a
Yeah.
Monday morning, too.
Monday morning, that's why I'm sharp right now.
Sharp on a Monday morning,
Yeah.
said no one.
I didn't even want to type your full name into my phone, so I just put E.
Are you that lazy? But what if you have
And
like
then I just
multiple E's? Then you're like, E.
See, there's not that many people in my contacts.
You know what? You know when we were talking about TikToks, and this will lean us right into the Simmons 6 because I know one of yours
Yeah.
already. You know how we were talking about doing TikToks and everything, and I
Yeah.
said one of them should be go around the office and ask if there's anybody in the office that you don't know their name.
Oh, yeah.
Connor. He just, I mean, legitimately,
Ooh.
he just said he puts your first name in as E. So there has to be.
I
some,
can't imagine how many people.
There has to be somebody in this building at the very least that you have no idea what their name is.
People already know that it took me like so long to memorize, like to actually learn your name.
Yeah.
You were just big man.
For like the first month, we were only the Sports Authority, and we would come in on like, was it Tuesday night or something? We could record it on Wednesday.
And then released.
Yeah, we just didn't put it up live. And I had to bring in a memory card to get it, and he would just, and apparently in his phone I was just big guy.
Oh
yeah,
my
I'd be
God.
like, I'd go ask Chad. I was like, "Hey, is the big man coming in today?"
The big man coming in today is crazy.
Yeah, and then of course,
He's like,
well, I mean,
"You mean Jeff?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
well, let's be honest. We're also talking about the guy who I have multiple people that work here's phone name in my phone is their first name and their job.
That works.
Oh,
Caden-
I always have that.
Caden is Caden the intern, and she's no longer an intern here. She actually has a full-time job here, and she's still Caden the intern. Like now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I do know her last name. There are a couple people here. Hey, but the one that if you really want the curveball, Elena could just say, "All right, well, if you think you know everybody's last name in Main Street Media, just throw Sparta and Crossville at us."
Well, Sparta's easy.
Ooh.
There's no one there.
Sorry, Sparta. Apologize.
Connor's harsh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we operated out of here.
Yeah.
Crossville,
That's what I'm saying.
unless their name pops up in that Zoom meeting that we're about to have in an hour and a half.
That's what it says. All right, but speaking of TikToks, I'll let you kick off the Simmons 6 or the Simmons 3 and the Roland 3. What was your thing?
So my first thing I noticed this weekend is that the WBMC 97.7 TikTok just surpassed like 500 followers.
Absolutely.
And I've only had this running for like, since I've been here? So it's like maybe been 2 months.
And then think about it. In those 2 months, you've been here a month.
Oh, wow. All my days I've been gone. So it's even more impressive when you really think about it.
Yeah, we did have that. We had that like little 3-week spell where I don't think you were posting that much. So really, yeah, it really feels like it's taken off in the last probably 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's like every time I post something, there'll be like 10 followers like from one post, which is like really great.
Good.
So I think it's just reaching more content. And I think it's also helped that I've started hashtagging McMinnville, Tennessee and Warren County. It's getting more local people to
I
follow.
have been seeing a lot of comments in there. There was one, I think, this weekend where someone said, "I'm from Smithville." And I was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have more, and you're going to keep doing more. It sounds
Oh,
like,
for sure.
I
love
batted
the
around.
Connor one I just made. What was that? Day before yesterday or yesterday?
Oh, the one
it
about
was so great. Connor and his clips. And those are just the only 2 episodes I decided to like go on and like clip out that like I knew something was funny in.
Oh,
So,
he's got
a million
a million
more
clips. Yeah. All right. Well, the first one and of course, Simmons 6 is what we do every Monday to kind of rehash what we saw over the weekend, or just hit some local topics, major topics, anything like that, or just randomness that stuck out to us. My first one was I went to a tractor pull on Saturday.
I was going to ask you how that went. I was so intrigued. I saw one interview y'all did like kind of man on the street-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like there I saw Rob giving it and I was like, I want to know more. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so invested.
So the best part about this is Sullins called us out immediately. We go on Facebook Live. Me and Rob are out there. We talk a little bit. Of course, as usual, me and Rob can't make the sound work, which whatever on that. It was on Facebook Live anyways. We did the sound. I did interview people on Wild Country, send those back in. They sounded fine. But Sullins gets in the Facebook comments and says, "There's 2 guys right there at a tractor pull, and neither one of them know anything about a tractor pull." To which I responded and told Rob, I was like, "Tell him it's in the name. Tractor,
Yeah.
pull.
There you go.
What else do I need to know about it?"
Putting the two together.
No, it was actually crazy. I thought all day Saturday, I was like, there's no way they're having a tractor pull. I mean, it's pouring.
Yeah,
It was absolutely coming down.
Bad.
But apparently Viola was like the one place in the entirety of Warren County that did not get any rain at all. So they had the tractor pull went off
Wow.
without a hitch. No?
I can't even laugh
Connor,
at that very hard.
You're not. You're talking to the void, man. I can.
Sorry. Giving you a sound effect for that.
Oh, are you without a hitch? Yeah. You waited. I had to wait that long to get booed up for that. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's better. No, it was a really good time. And I saw a lot of people out there. We gave out some Smoky Mountain water park tickets, and then just had one very, very kind man bought Rob and I a big glass of lemonade. It was delicious.
Lemonade?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's just lemonade.
Like, I was like, what's
Easy.
the code for?
No, it was lemonade.
What do you think? What do you think, Jeff R. Kelly over there?
Wow. No, it was lemonade. It was just
Easy,
lemonade.
Elena.
It was a
Easy with those accusations.
I
Fire
was
fire
just
department
curious.
tractor pull. Lane, I'm a great person. I don't
Yeah,
know out
I
there
know.
being,
I know. I should have expected more from you. I
Don't
expect
kink
less
shame
of
Jeff
Rob.
like that, Elena.
Wow. Wow. Judgmental. Wow.
okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Anyways, so no, I had a good time. We can talk a little bit more about it in the second segment if you want to. What's
Oh,
your
for sure.
second one? over
My second one is let's see. I'm again a McMinnville chatter fanatic. I feel like I'm always on there just because I like to see the drama of like people arguing.
there? Yeah, sounds
But
right.
recently, everyone's been talking about Big Lots. Is that what's turning into something new?
Old Big Lots.
Old
yeah.
Big Lots.
Old Big Lots is.
People are
turning
saying it's
into
like a
something new.
Target or like an
No.
Aldi's or a Ross,
Mm.
and then but they're like, no, it can't be a grocery store because something about one of them have like banned having a grocery store in the plaza.
Oh, I mean, there's a Save-A-Lot right beside
There
it.
you go,
so-
exactly.
I mean, it would
They were
be.
like, no
It's not just.
competition.
It's not just. I don't know if Save-A-Lot has like some kind of like ownership or agreement that there wouldn't be anything else in there.
That's
but at
what
the
I
same time, I
think
mean, like, why
they
would
were
I?
saying.
If I was a grocery store, why would I open up literally next door to a grocery store?
I don't know.
I have heard the scuttlebutt about Big Lots, and I think. I mean, look, I don't think until anything like Trevor Evans just said it in the comment sections too, and until it's announced, we won't know for sure. But I had a roommate in college, and his name was Ross Marlowe, and I think that's where everybody's idea is here, that it's that Ross might be the next thing. It feels like one of the worst kept secrets now, or it's the best kept secret, and they just keep saying Ross, and it's going to be
Exactly.
something completely
Please
different.
let it be a Target.
But no, I've seen. I mean, it's been in every single comment section about it. It's been talking about that they think it's going to be a Ross.
Yeah,
and
that's what I've known.
I don't
That was
know.
like nonstop what I was seeing.
I can't tell you 100% for sure what it is. I can tell you that when the moment that it's ready to be announced, you'll be able to see it in the Main Street Journal.llc.
There you go.
I couldn't help
Getting
but tune out for a second, and or you start chanting Ross. Start thinking about Ross Perot.
Ross Perot?
I thought you were about to talk about I was like, he's dead. How is he running again? Why are you chanting for Ross Perot?
Big Ross Perot fan back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ross was great.
Yeah, I wasn't old enough to vote for him.
Yeah.
He was the first big. I mean, I don't know. He wasn't the first big independent candidate, but he's one of the first.
He's one of the between him, Teddy,
Mhm.
Roosevelt ran as an independent.
Yeah.
For his what would have been his third term, and then Ross Perot got quite a few votes.
Yep.
And then Bernie Sanders
There you go.
runs as an independent in Vermont.
There you go. See, well, the more you know. History lesson with Connor Whitten. Can we segment that? Can maybe get a sponsor for that?
That can replace Weird Question Wednesday because I'm never prepared for that.
You are never prepared for Weird Question.
And that's
We're
why
gonna
it
talk
always
a little-
goes bad.
We're going to talk a little bit more about segments in the second and in the second block because we really have. I've never put the vote back out. Really quickly, try to get through the Simmons Says. I'm gonna the next two I want to put together on this one. That was WNBA. I don't know if y'all saw this. Had their All-Star game over the weekend, and right before the game, they all came out in shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us."
Like what Elena did a few weeks ago.
Yes, 100%, exactly like what Elena did last week.
word for word. They
Just
stole my shirt.
1,000%. And then, of course, we talked about this, I think, a little bit last week, but I'm going to bring it back in because I know the topic got discussed a little bit more. Colbert being dumped by CBS. So these two different things, two different things. I think it comes down to the same thing on all this, where it's money. We're talking about money here. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say Colbert had a lot of political sense of it, but when it comes out that your show is losing $40 million, and of course with the WNBA, when they come out and say, pay us what you owe us, and then everybody points out that, listen, you're running a $20, $30 million deficit yourself for a lot of times. Now, they've signed a new TV contract, the WNBA, probably in the next couple of years. It's probably going to be profitable. Stuff like this. I don't know, man. I'm torn on all this. I get it that you want your market value. You want what you think you're valued at. The problem is, in my opinion, is you're only valued at what you can bring in. And if the products that you're tied to are losing money instead of making money, then I don't know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to pay what you owe us. I get the understanding of it is the NBA guys are making. There's guys in the NBA that make more than the entire teams of the WNBA.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing too, and I'm not going to harp on WNBA, but for all the people out there kind of complaining about how little WNBA plays, why don't you actually go watch it?
Be a great idea.
So that way
go
they can
support
get viewership numbers up, which means more advertising dollars.
Yep.
So that way they can go get paid.
And I did read something this weekend that said that they've signed a new TV deal that doesn't kick in until next year, and it like quintupled what they paid for it. So that's gonna help right there. And they'll get. And I know what the biggest argument that I heard was the revenue share for the NBA for the teams to the owners is 50-50. The players get 50% of the revenue, the owners get 50% of the revenue. Right. And they said it's like 9% for the players in the WNBA. So I get what they're going there. Yeah, so I get all that. It's it's not just Colbert; it's late night as a whole that's getting canceled. Says Kendall Winton. I don't disagree on that at all. Again, it's just to me. Okay, so I work at Main Street Media.
Right.
If this show cost money and was not bringing in what it cost, and then I all of a sudden said, "Hey, I need more money."
Right.
I would tend to think that they would say, you don't make us money as it is.
Exactly.
How are you asking for more? Or how would you be surprised if we said, you know what, we're just going to shutter this and cut the cord in May of next year?
Yeah.
I just don't understand how that's shocking to anybody.
I don't know. I just think the WNBA, it's kind of like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders where they were making maybe like below, they were like $15 for an hour they were making. And Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were the whole brand of the Cowboys. They just got a 400% increase in their pay. Yeah. Because they were the whole face of the Cowboys. They were bringing in so much money and they were not getting it, right? And they got the Netflix show, and they got all this. I just think for, like, the WNBA, what I would be doing is, like, as a basketball player, as a female basketball player, is brands. Yep. Brand deals, and, I don't know, get some sort of show. I feel like that just brings, like, a lot of...
Get on that Wheaties box.
Yeah. Hey, and we're about to hit a commercial break, but, Elena, get you into your last one, because I know you said that you thought you had a last one, and then all of a sudden...
I was going to have a third one. And then I was like, I usually do them while I'm driving because I kind of like think about everything. I think about everything that happened over the weekend. I'll do it like Sunday night and then over like in the car because I feel like my head's clear. And I'm like thinking and I'm like, huh. And I have my phone on my lap and I'll like type little notes like to remind myself like what I thought about. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the sheriff just like pulls up right next to me and I think I might have dropped my phone like underneath my seat because I freaked out so bad. And I just like sat there and you just like grabbed the steering wheel, and you're just kind of like staring. Yep. You're just like, I promise I was not just looking down. So it's like my worst fear is getting pulled over.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Well, hey, so that means that the Simmons 6 really was about Simmons 5.5, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Hey, we gotta take a commercial break. We've run way too long, but we'll be right back on the Simmons Says program. Hey folks, Jeff Simmons here, host of the Simmons Says show and part-time professional arguer on the Warren County Sports Authority. It's time for Warren County's Finest, the only contest where your vote actually counts and you don't have to sit through a 3-hour award show. Nominate your favorites daily through July 27th, then vote in August like it's your grandma's banana pudding on the line. There is a dessert category. Winners announced in September, no recounts, no drama, just bragging rights. Head to mainstreetjournal.llc and make your picks.
Ready for a new journey? Durham School Services is hiring school bus drivers in McMinnville. Stop by 126 Middle School Drive Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. for on-the-spot interviews. Bring a friend. Enjoy flexible hours and competitive pay starting at $16 an hour. Want more info? Text JOBS to 63552. That's JOBS to 63552. It's all about the journey, theirs and yours.
Feel fresh, smooth, and summer ready with hair removal services from Namaste Wellness. Only at MainStreetShopper.llc for up to 50% off. Pair it with deals on gift certificates to Rodeo Rebel Boutique, Crisp Springs Fireworks, and Rica's Tortas Hana for delicious local eats. Local deals, local love. Only at MainStreetShopper.llc.
Summer fun starts at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison. Test drive any new Ford this July, and you could win a Gatlinburg getaway, complete with a 2-night cabin stay, 2 tickets to Dollywood, dinner at the Peddler, and a $100 gift card. No purchase necessary. And mark your calendars for our Customer Appreciation Day, Saturday, July 26th from 10 till 2. Free food, drinks, and prizes. Make that short drive on Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford.
On the KD4 community calendar, there'll be a gospel meeting at Rock Island Church of Christ at 226 Great Falls Road. This is in Rock Island, Tennessee. Now, the speaker will be Carrie Terry, July 20th through the 23rd. Here's the times for the Sunday services: 9:45 a.m., 10:45 a.m., and 6 o'clock p.m. And the rest of the week, Monday through Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. This is the gospel meeting at the Rock Island Church of Christ, 226 Great Falls Road, Rock Island, July 20th through the 23rd. The speaker will be Carrie Terry. This has been the KD4 Community Calendar. And if you have a community event that you would like submitted, you can always email production.mainstreetmedia.llc. This has been the KD4 Community Calendar.
Hello, and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Want to let everybody know that we are sponsored by Douglas and Lanier. Douglas and Lanier, 474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road. They protect your businesses, big and small. Trust the team that knows that hard work. Smart team, hey, smart coverage, straight talk. That is Douglas and Lanier. Connor's headset, he's on the phone right now, so he didn't get to hit the Douglas and Lanier jingle for me today. That's all right. We got it right on the 100th episode, and that was what I was really proud of. All right, Elena, we only have a couple of minutes in this segment because we ran super long trying to do the Simmons 6, which brings me to the topic that we were going to talk about for the second one is segments. These little things that we do, the things that everybody may or may not enjoy, we said we're going to vote them off. So we have to actually vote them off a little at this one.
That's true.
We have to put it out there. What are the parameters? Because I sent you a flyer.
Yeah, you did.
Which, by the way, it looked great.
I looked
Why do I always when we try to chat GPT a flyer for the Simmons Says show? I don't understand why I come out looking like a ghoul every single time.
What'd you say the first one? Troll underneath the bridge.
Bridge troll.
You shall not pass.
I don't get what is going on with that. Every single time that we try to put it out there.
I think you just need to put make it actually look like me. Like you need, I start reprimanding it.
Yeah.
Or, getting mad at it. I'm like, you better do it right this time.
I don't
start threatening
the one that really gets me is I send it a picture. Why are you even adjusting the picture of me? Just run the picture of me.
Right.
I sent in a picture of you. Just run the picture of you. Why does it have to
it maybe even look a little bit more Hispanic. No complaints.
Yeah.
But
I told you made you look like a Piper Pabello.
See, I didn't know who that was till I looked her up and I was like, oh, she looks familiar.
Yeah, she was
in that photo. It really did make me look like her.
She was in Yellowstone but she was in she was in Coyote Ugly. She was like the main character in Coyote Ugly.
Oh,
this
yeah,
has been
20
something years ago. I mean, anyways. But anyhow, I don't get why it makes it anyways. So we're going to vote out. Is Elena on the chopping block was basically the question.
People
100%.
People are going to get their wishes in literally
a week.
Your
last show will be next week.
Yeah, next
Monday. You know how
Monday.
easy it is just to be like, yeah, she's on the chopping block.
And then chop her.
Yeah, and then if people vote for her, it's like, oh, cool, we don't have to do any extra work.
All right, so if that's the case, then we also put Connor on the chopping block.
I agree.
Oh yeah, Connor needs to go on the chopping
So
block.
producer Connor, Elena the intern, Simmons 6,
Correct.
social media commentary,
Yep.
the Simmons 2 cents,
Yep.
the random gripe,
Jeff.
the weird question Wednesday. No, it's Simmons Says you can't cut me.
We've already got Don in the lineup.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and then let's see, Thursday. What do we do on Thursday? Oh, Am I Too Old To?
Yep.
Which
Right.
it is sponsored.
Sponsored by
so
Tina Foster.
So that one's probably not getting canceled. And then Father and Son Friday. Yeah. So one of these 6 or 7, it's got
Right.
to go. We're going to put out a
Right.
poll today.
Yeah.
Which one do you think wins?
Ooh, who's gonna get kicked off?
Yeah, who do you think's getting kicked off the island?
I feel like.
Who are you
really-
going to be trying to sway it to? Because you got a lot of power back there. You could just go behind the scenes.
All
You're a
your
power broker.
TikTok people.
I
And
think Connor has a lot of power with all his burner accounts. I think you just go like 10 of them and just like he's gonna vote me out.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Do you think that? I mean, like there's one that I think will probably be the one that ends up going. Do I feel? Should I be like trying to push there?
I mean, you can always give your input. I think input's good because you're the one doing the segment, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like.
Yeah, so that's what I think that social media commentary would be my early favorite for the one that's going to get pushed off, just because we do the
Right.
comment section every single day. So why?
Oh, that's true.
Go
yeah.
back and- yeah.
And like worst case scenario, if like a funny comment comes up, then like you don't have to do a whole
Yeah,
segment.
we
You
don't
just
have to do
bring
a
it
whole
up.
exactly. I think that's going to be the one that
I
ends
think
up
yeah.
losing.
I was leaning towards.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like we're going to the tribal council here, and everybody knows who's going to get voted. So what are we going to do here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Jacoby O'Neill is in the lobby right now. We don't want to have to cut his interview short, so we're going to have to cut this segment short. Again, thanks so much to Douglas Lanier, 811 Faulkner Springs Road, 474-0044. When we come back, the world traveler or the United States traveler, Jacoby O'Neill, will be in here and to talk a little bit about his trip to Fargo last week.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
In the Main Street Journal News, Chad Lane Rogers of McMinnville was sentenced to 3 years in jail last Wednesday after a preliminary hearing in General Sessions Court. Rogers faced multiple charges from 2 incidents in June, including assault, aggravated domestic assault, aggravated burglary, and probation violations. Judge Ryan J. Moore revoked Rogers' probation, sentencing him to serve his time after multiple violations, and raised his bond from $37,000 to $75,000 on his new charges, citing public safety concerns and a lengthy criminal history. The new charges were bound over to the Warren County grand jury. Testimony included graphic accounts of violence from the alleged victim, who sustained serious injuries, and details of a separate assault which was witnessed by law enforcement. Rogers' record includes prior convictions for meth possession, domestic assault, trespassing, and multiple counts of public intoxication and violation of probation. More local news and sports are just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. While you're there, be sure to follow the link at the top of the page to nominate your favorite people and businesses for Warren County's finest. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
David Stinson is your 4th-generation jeweler at Diamond Jewelry in historic downtown McMinnville, with 60 years of precious memories that last forever. As they say, diamonds are a girl's best friend. See him at Diamond Jewelry on Main Street for that special gift that truly inspires. Diamond Jewelry Company, 931-473-2960. See him. You'll be glad you did.
Happy Monday to you. I'm Jamie Summers with your Main Street weather forecast. The rain continues. 50% chance of rain today with a high of 86. A low of 73 tonight, and it looks like the rain's going to start tapering off. We only have a 35% chance of rain tomorrow, and by Wednesday, it looks like we could actually get some sunshine and get our lawns mowed.
Hello and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM, also on AM 960 on YouTube at Main Street Media McMinnville, on Facebook at Facebook Live, where Randall Jennings just said, "Let's go Jacoby," and also on the WBMC app. I am Jeff Simmons, your host. I have Elena Rowland with me, the co-host, and we are joined now by Jacoby O'Donnell, a star wrestler, not Stone Cold wrestling. Not Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling that you were just playing.
It's a regular wrestling.
I understand. Regular wrestling. And Jacoby, before we get to him, I want to make sure they let everybody know, Reddick Brown Ford, that summer starts at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison. Test drive any new Ford this July, and you can win a Gatlinburg getaway, complete with a 2-night cabin stay, 2 tickets to Dollywood, dinner at the Peddler, and a $100 gift card. No purchase necessary. And mark your calendar for our Customer Appreciation Day, Saturday, July 26th. Hamilton Hobbs from 10 to 12 this Saturday will be out there with Wow Country 105.3 broadcasting live that day. And they'll also be giving out tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Parks. Free food, drinks, and prizes out there at Reddick Brown for Customer Appreciation Day. So make that short drive on Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford. Jacoby, you've not been making short drives. You've been making long plane trips, it seems like. I'm assuming you flew to Fargo this past week.
No, we drove.
You drove? Oh, okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you've not been making short
Never
drives. You've been
mind.
making long drives. How long is that drive from here to Fargo?
Without stops, it's 17 and a half.
Did you?
17 and a half of straight driving.
And I'm assuming that y'all had to make some stops.
Yeah, we definitely had to make some stops.
All right, so tell everybody what tournament were you in when you were up at Fargo? And I know you were competing for All-American status while you were there.
I was at the tournament's called Fargo,
Mhm.
and it's the biggest tournament in the summer in the country. And it was just really big.
Yep.
There's a bunch. I think there was like 9,500 wrestlers there.
Goodness gracious.
There was a lot of people there.
I mean, how many mats they have going at one time right there?
I think there was 32 mats.
Yeah,
I
think I saw a picture that Ground Zero Wrestling, which Ground Zero Wrestling is the team that you work with throughout the summer, and Randall Jennings, who's in the comment section, I believe he's the coach of that, and
Yes,
he posted something right when y'all got there, and it's like as far as the eye can see in this arena, you just see mats everywhere.
Wow.
And then when it's going, and you just see it's
Can you imagine how loud it
unreal.
is in there?
Oh yeah, how
it's just the atmosphere. It's crazy. It's just everybody's running around and it's loud. Everybody's screaming.
That's a great play to start right there with Atlanta. So you have mats going on everywhere. You have individual officials on each mat, but you're hearing I'm sure you're hearing whistles, how do you stay focused on just the fact that this one guy that's right beside me is making the calls? Like, how do you stay out of the train of thought that the mat beside me just something happened, and what happens there?
Really, it's just wrestling until the ref gets in between y'all. I mean, when it's at that stage and there's so many whistles blowing and stuff, just go until you're separated. That's really what I do.
Yeah. So you were wrestling in 2 different styles while you were in Fargo. You were started with freestyle, and then you went into Greco. Can you tell us the difference a little bit about? I guess in some aspects, tell me the difference between what you do during this school year, which is, you're on the Warren County wrestling team. You've been in the state the last couple of years. That wrestling, freestyle wrestling, and Greco.
So, folk style is during the season, and folk style and freestyle are very similar, except for freestyle. If they roll you through or something, it's called exposure points if you expose your back. And in folk style during the school season, it ain't like that, so you can just roll around and stuff. So, freestyle and folk style are very similar. So your folk style, if you're pretty good at folk style, it'll transition into freestyle. But Greco, it's just all upper body. So if you can't throw or you ain't strong upper body, then you ain't gonna be good at Greco.
Okay. So again, we talked about this right before you came on air, but to stress to everybody, what weight class do you wrestle in traditionally? And what did you qualify in the state in back in February?
I qualified at 106.
So 106, kind of where you wrestle. But as we sit here right now, you're probably what?
110.
And then walking around during the on the town, what are you really at?
Normally 114, 115.
And you wrestled at what weight in Fargo?
100.
Elena, you got to follow up on that because the easiest follow up is how.
Yeah.
How, man?
It was to get down for the first weigh-in. I had to weigh in 3 times.
Yeah.
And so to get down for the first weigh-in, I started about 2 weeks out, just dieting and stuff, and dropping about a half a pound a day. And that weigh-in wasn't that hard because it was the first one. But then I got up to about between the first weigh-in and the second weigh-in. The second weigh-in I had to make 102, and I was up to about 106, 107. So I had to cut like 5 pounds the night before weigh-ins for the third day. And then I had to weigh in the day after that. I had to go back down to 100 for Greco. And I was up to about 106, and I had to cut back down, and I only made weight by like 0.2. I only weighed in at like 99.8 for Greco. And that last weigh-in was pretty rough to get back down.
So with these like cuts and bulks and all the above, I've seen a lot on TikTok, especially people are saying the most insane ways that they make weight, like put on 5 sweatsuits and sweat it off. How do you do this? Like, what is your go-to besides dieting?
And ellipticals,
really
apparently.
Putting on, I layer up. I layer up really good. I put on probably about 3 layers, and I'll get a sweat rolling on a bike, and then I'll jump in the sauna and do like 3 or 4 sauna sits, and it's pretty rough. It drains the life out of you, but you make the weight, so it's all worth it.
Yeah. So that last day that you were talking about, you had to get back down to 102 for freestyle, but then the next day you're coming in at 100 for Greco. I mean, is some aspects your energy level that last day doing freestyle had to have been a little bit different because, I mean, I would assume that you have to hit the weight, but then you can go and put back on any kind of pounders or get that energy back. But then when you had to cut it right back, I'm assuming that you didn't get to fuel like you might wanted to before that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that last day of freestyle, I could have wrestled a lot better, but I was worried about making the weight the next day for making 100. So I wasn't really hydrated up the best or anything. But yeah, it was definitely hard worrying about making that and then making weight again the next day.
You just made a wild statement where, we talk about in almost all athletics, hydration, you hear is like, hey, the hydration's the key. Hydration's the key. I mean, you wrestle, I would assume pretty dehydrated a lot of times. I mean, folks, I can't stress this enough. Wrestlers are a different breed.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Absolutely.
I was having
this is unreal for me.
I was having this conversation with somebody this weekend. Wrestlers are a different breed when it comes to they're completely different animals. But I mean, what is it like being like that dehydrated and trying to wrestle?
It's just it's a lot of mental. You got to be mentally tough and just know you can go out there and do it. Because if not, I mean, you're just gonna go out there and you're just gonna fold. And I mean, it's just a mental block. You got to get past that mental block of being, thirsty or hungry, and you just got to go make it happen.
Yeah, and again, we should stress this. This isn't like you've earned your way to the Fargo. This is a national tournament. You've put yourself on the map when it comes to that. And when you're there, as we said in there, you're wrestling for All-American status. 2 wins away from potentially you were 2 wins away from being an All-American in freestyle, but then you get to the final day of Greco, and you have a chance. I think you won 2 matches that day. We had to go for a third. I mean, you're when we say you're not just out there just being a wrestler, you're out there being an elite wrestler at the same time. What was it like that last day of Greco?
I mean, it really was just a big confidence booster, knowing like I can hang with these guys. Because I lost in the blood round, which is the round to go place, and if I'd have placed, I'd have been top 8 in the country at 100 pounds.
Wow. And
even losing, still top 12, so it's pretty big confidence booster knowing that I can hang with the top guys in the country on any given day.
I mean, if I recall correctly, you wrestled like the Minnesota State champ while you're there. You're wrestling people from Illinois, like who? I mean, there's rarely ever you're wrestling anybody probably from even the South. I wouldn't think. I mean, you're mostly, I would assume, North and West and everything like that. I mean, when y'all go to those national tournaments, it seems like that's wherever the representation's really from.
Yeah, usually going up to the national tournaments, usually you wrestle a lot of like the big northern kids because up north the wrestling's a lot bigger than down here in the South.
Yeah, they're indoors longer. We can get outside a little bit quicker. They're probably indoors wrestling all the time.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what it happens?
That's really what it is. Yeah.
And then of course, now granted, you stay indoors and get ready to wrestle year round too.
Yeah,
and we will talk a little bit more about your year round your training process, everything that goes through on that after the break. We need to take a quick break here. Again, 5917 Reddick Brown 5917 Manchester Highway.
There we go.
That is Reddick Brown Ford. Take that short drive this Saturday for their Customer Appreciation Day starting at 10 o'clock. We'll have Hamilton Hobbs out there for a live remote 105.3 Wild Country. But we will be back with Jacoby O'Donnell after the break.
With a new lunch lineup, $10 favorites, and online ordering now live, the local on Morford is making lunch faster, fresher, and more delicious than ever. And our full menu, it's still available every day, all day. Open 7 days a week because you deserve great food, even on a Monday. The local on Morford, located at 208 East Morford Street in historic downtown McMinnville.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply. Pioneer Building Supply, where good business makes good friends. Pioneer Building Supply.
The Business Network Connection is inviting you to join us Wednesday, July 30th at 11:30 at Big Tony's Pizza in Cookeville as we collect school supplies for students and teachers in our area. Just drop off those school supplies and join us for lunch and learn how the BNC can help grow your business, and you'll be entered to win a 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. You find us on Facebook at Business Network Connection, and we'll see you July 30th at Big Tony's Pizza in Cookeville. The BNC, where business connects.
Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM. WBMC.
All right, we're back on the Simmons Says Show. I am Jeff Simmons, your host on 97.7 FM. I'm here with Elena Rowland, also joined by Jacoby O'Donnell. Jacoby, we had, hey, we got to thank the sponsors. I about jumped right into a conversation. The Cafe at Tree City, 809 Sparta Street, open from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Oh, hey, got the new tees. The new tees started up. We talked to you about that on Friday. and then again a non-caffeinated. There are a lot of different ones.
Gunpowder?
Connor, did you go get gunpowder? Did you go get the gunpowder green tea over the weekend?
I did not. I was working all weekend.
Jacoby, they'd probably have water for you, but I know you couldn't even have a little, very much of that even. Well,
Maybe
right
just
now
a
you're,
little bit.
yeah, right now you're back in bulking or anything like that. What's your, sorry again, hey, go check out the cafe at Tree City 809.
Yeah.
I know Elena will be over there. In fact, I'm taking Elena back over there at some point this week to try one more, because it's kind of your last week-ish.
It's kind of my last week-ish.
So I'll take you out for coffee one more time.
Score.
Yeah. What is your big cheat meal? Like when you leave Fargo, you're not wrestling. When's your next competition?
I wrestle August the 2nd and the 3rd.
Okay.
In Alabama.
Okay, so you got a couple weeks.
Yeah, and I'm going up too. It's 106 plus 2-pound allowance, so I only got to make 108.
Okay, so now I can breathe. Yeah. I might be able to eat. Give me a little bit of water. What's the cheat meal? What's the first thing when you're like, I have to, give me this. I need this.
Usually, I go after a milkshake.
Okay.
Right after weigh-ins. I like Olive Garden too. Okay. We hit Olive Garden after weigh-ins, and I ate a bunch. It was a lot.
I mean, you like eating a Jeff Simmons sized meal over there, like just killing some pasta, or what's going on over there?
Yeah, just a bunch of breadsticks and pasta.
That's awesome. I mean that would be Elena, we were talking about in the break, and I was like, hey, I don't want to compare too much here, but I mean, same thing. Like once you're done off the pageant and you finished a pageant, like do you have that meal like that night or the next day that you're like, oh my goodness, the dress fit, I'm great. Now I'm gonna go eat.
Texas Roadhouse usually.
There you go.
Always get a good steak.
Yeah, so you get steak, Olive Garden breadsticks, everything like that. Jacoby, now we're turning into a food show, and that sounds like
I'm
me.
getting hungry.
Well, we're gonna get back to the wrestling. So you've been to Wisconsin. Yes, you've been to North Dakota. You just said you're going back to Alabama, and then in September you were saying a little bit of best of the best, a little bit of the top elite.
Yeah,
stuff.
Elite 8 duels in Atlanta, Georgia.
So explain what that is, because this is not something that just everybody can just sign up and attend. You've been invited, it seems like, to do this.
It's just a tournament. It's a dual tournament that the South puts on, and it's a bunch of dual teams from around the country, and they just handpick. So you got to be good to be there, and it's just pretty cool. Got invited by an Alabama team to go, so I'll definitely be there.
So you at this point, you're pretty well known across the country in these in Greco and freestyle, but just in general, you're pretty well known across the country. How does it feel every time you walk in and people are like, "Hey, that's the guy"?
It's definitely feels pretty good because I've wrestled more this summer than I have in the season, this past season. So I've just been putting in a lot of work every day. No days off or anything. Multiple days where it's 2 practices. It's tiring, but it's worth it to see all the just outcome, see it pay off.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. So you've competed in how many states do you think you've competed in now? Like a rough estimate, maybe. I don't know if you can even be able to count it.
I'd say about 9 or 10.
Yeah. What's the toughest match you think you've had? Is there one that sticks out that you're like, wow, yeah, this day I'll never forget. Like this guy was crazy.
I'd say that I didn't just get absolutely mauled, and it was a good match. Yeah. Definitely when I wrestled that Minnesota guy in the round of 16 in freestyle, he was pretty tough. I ended up losing that one 15-9.
Yeah. I mean,
it was still a good match though.
And obviously you're in weight classes, but are these also sorted by age, or is it just any high school age?
Yeah, it's sorted by age.
Okay. So my question would be have you already seen some of the people that you might have seen last summer or this summer that are probably about to go to some pretty big colleges? Are you already seeing that, or are y'all all they're projecting out of, hey, that guy's going to be at Penn State, or this guy's
around my weight,
yep.
Since I'm small and the smallest weight class in college is 125, not a lot of people my size have got a bunch of college interests right now. But there's definitely a few guys that are you can tell that guy's going to be D1.
Yeah.
That guy's going to go somewhere.
Yeah. And now mentioning that, is that something that you've thought about, that like right now you're wrestling at 100 or you're doing 106, or like, is it in the back of your head, hey, if I want to go be a D1 wrestler, I'm probably going to have to start cruising up the weights in the next 2 summers?
Definitely. My plan for the weight is so Tennessee ain't really like a tough wrestling state. I mean, there's a few studs here, but to not cut that much weight during season. But when it comes to the out of the season tournaments and the big national tournaments, I'm definitely going to be cutting pretty hard for those. But during season, I'm going up to 113, so I'll be able to eat.
You heard it here first, Elena. He's going up to 113, coming after that state. He's going after that gold in the state. Back in the hey,
So
he's already been
awesome.
in the state twice.
That's
He's
amazing.
going into his junior year. Elena, you got your
great.
favorite. I mean, you got an entire laundry
I got
list
some
of
questions
things.
listed
away.
down. I want to ask. So there's so many wrestling moves. You're discussing the 2 styles. It's Greco and freestyle. Am I saying that right? What's like the coolest wrestling move you've pulled?
I had a pretty cool to make it into the blood rounds in Greco. I had a pretty cool suplex.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, I told Elena we were sitting there talking about it, and we were talking about different things to ask, and I said, just ask him if he was trying to confuse somebody that didn't know anything about wrestling, which 2/3 of this table would probably be easily confused when it comes to it.
I was just confused.
Would be I was like, just like, what would you say to somebody, which is absolutely true. You're not making any of it up, but also they're like, I have no idea what you just talked about. I was like, he's probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I made this heel toe grab track. I don't know. like what are some of the more technical terms that people are just like, they have no idea. I know what that means. They don't know what that means.
There's stuff like I'll hit them like an arm spin. The most people wouldn't know what that is. There's a bunch of stuff like Russian wrist snaps and just stuff that just sounds weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the only wrestlers would know what it is.
Yeah, and then y'all are, so y'all are just speaking a new language out there. But you when you're sitting there, and because this is one of those few sports that, coaches, I coach basketball, and in some aspects you can kind of move people around, but at the same time, there's 5 people out there. You're one, and your coaches are yelling. How much are you getting from that when they're saying it, or are you already kind of like, I'm already working towards A or B or C?
A lot of people, I'll talk to a lot of wrestlers, and they'll say they don't hear anything that their coaches are saying, but I hear everything that my coaches say. I listen for my coaches a lot. Which I think that's really good. I mean, I feel like I win a lot of matches because of that, because I'll be kind of panicking or scrambling around, not knowing what to do. And I'll look over in the corner, and Coach Randall, he'll tell me something to do, and I'll go hit it and score off of it. I mean, I just feel like being coachable is I feel that's the main reason I win a lot. Pretty coachable.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see all this success that you're having, and then again too, that adaptability is do you learn? Is that just learned from reps, just reps and reps and reps of knowing like, hey, if I do this, he's going to do that type deal? I mean, you're playing chess out there.
Yeah, it definitely is a game of chess out there. It's predicting the next move he's going to do. Yeah, it's really just reps, just knowing I've done this countless times over and over again, just knowing muscle memory what to do.
Yeah. I don't think I want to play chess against this guy.
Yeah,
Actual chess, or I definitely don't want to. I mean,
None of
Mabry's
the
in the
above.
Mabry's in the comment section saying the Warren County's finest best wrestling match should be Jacoby versus Elena. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, Mabry, I don't think Elena wants any part of this wrestling
I don't
match.
even know what anything to do about wrestling is. I would be so confused.
You play him in tennis, though.
yeah, I can do tennis. Like, put me in pickleball or tennis.
Elena, you want to get the last question in before we have to sadly go?
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, and we're talking about cutting, bulking, all this weight stuff, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around, when you go into doctors talking about this, is there anything that's affecting your health doing this? Like, at all?
I mean, it probably does affect health. I mean, I don't really pay no attention to it, really. I just do it. But,
I mean, in the moment.
It definitely does because I had to go to the doctor while I was cutting weight, and I had to get blood drawn, and it took like 4 or 5 times to finally get blood because my veins were just not popping out because I wasn't hydrated or whatever. So it definitely does affect the health.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, you're pretty healthy. I mean, but being as athletic as you are and doing the things that you're doing, you're pretty healthy. It's just the fact that, I mean, let's be honest. Anybody that's losing
if you're cutting that much water weight.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, too. And well, we were talking during the break. If I lost 5 pounds this afternoon, people would be like, okay, cool. Jacoby going from 105 to 100. I'm like, you're losing almost 5% of your entire body weight.
Yeah.
That's significant.
I mean, if it was like for him to be like a pound.
Yeah. That would be like me losing 15 pounds. And if I told you I lost 15 pounds last night, you'd be like, what happened to you?
Get a bad Macca burger.
Hey, man, I tell you. Well, hey, we appreciate it, Jacoby. Second time in here. Hopefully the third time will be when you've won a state championship or be an All-American status when you go into Alabama, man. We appreciate you coming in and getting us educated up on wrestling.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Elena, we're going to close it down again.
Yep.
The Cafe at Tree City. 809 Sparta Street, open 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Me and Elena are going to go get some of that tea sometime this week.
Oh, definitely. Got to try it out.
Yep. Hey, if you want to we'll spill some tea on the Simmons Says show tomorrow, too. All right, we'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow on WBMC 97.7 FM.
I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town, there's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can